I worked myself so hard that I turned a person this fucked up into this motherfucker right here.
Because you've got to pay a price to be the best. The best pay a big price.
Did you expect it not to be hard? Did you expect this thing that you're trying to achieve not to be difficult? Every other person feels the exact same way.
This is your new life. Take it or leave it. There's no happiness about it. There's no peace behind it. It sucks. It just fucking sucks. And that's the one thing, if I could teach anybody anything, it just fucking sucks. And it's gonna continue to suck. And then one day you'll get to a special part in your life that it might get a little bit better.
Because I can tell you right now, every single one of you out there have exactly what you deserve. You might think that life is unfair. You might think that life dealt you a bad hand, but I'm here to tell you life will give you exactly what you tolerate. And if you've been tolerating mediocrity, you've been tolerating average, you've been tolerating this victim mentality that you're carrying, then guess what? You have exactly what you deserve.
You can't have an easy life and a great character. Show me a trust fund kid that inherited a bunch of money, and I'll show you someone mentally tortured. Having stuff isn't fun. Getting stuff is fun, right? It's not the pursuit of happiness. It's the happiness of the pursuit. And it's not like, you know, the self-help, it's not the journey, it's the destination. It's not either the journey or the destination. It's who you become on the journey. Life is really, really tough.
It doesn't matter if you're stressed. It doesn't matter if you're hurt. It doesn't matter if you're upset. It doesn't matter if you're frustrated. If your discipline is on point, your mental toughness on point, you're going to be able to execute in spite of the situation being that way. Everybody else quits when things get hard.
How you going to knock somebody in the world for actually trying to do something, trying?
I hope every one of you behind the screens or in this arena can feel this level of happiness. But guess what? You will never feel this level of happiness if you don't go for something in your own life. When they knock you down, when they try on you, when they talk about you, if you stay down, you will never ever get that resolve.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work.
You need to understand, you can't win all the time. And unless you lose, you haven't even tried. And if you fail, at least you'll fail falling forward.
Do you know that the harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing? Nothing that has meaning is easy.
And some of this is from clinical experience. You know, if you take people, and I've told you this, and you expose them voluntarily to things that they are avoiding and are afraid of, you know, that they know they need to overcome in order to meet their goals, their self-defined goals. If you can teach people to stand up in the face of the things they're afraid of, they get stronger.
What's the difference between a nice guy and a good man?
A nice guy gets along. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I'll do that. They don't necessarily have discernment or judgment, not sure what they stand for or stand against. It's like, yes, 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 sure, yeah, hey. A good man has ideals that they stand for and they'll stand against, and when they're tested, a good man is not a nice guy.
I struggled my whole life, but I ran from it. So I started realizing, man, I gotta start facing the struggle, and I gotta be mentally strong for the struggle.
Everybody out there, there's people telling you can't do it, or you're the underdog, or telling you not told you're not good enough. I've been told that my whole life, and I'm the world champ. I earned this in blood. I can pay it in full. This is mine.
Before the fight started, you were saying to yourself, I'm the best. I'm the best.
I am the best.
You all down to me, I couldn't do it. The all said I couldn't do it. Look at me now.
Set up a schedule and just do the work. Free from how you feel.
Working too hard and the circumstances were too unfair, but somehow you still got up the next day and kept going. You have to be able to get energy from pain.
Son, don't worry, you're gonna do it. You're gonna make it. Okay? Because if they don't have the will to do it, they'll quit. You'll quit because you just can't do it because it's too damn hard. It really is.
I think success in fighting in life is about desire and the will.
Yeah.
How bad do you want it? Is it worth dying for? That's his true greatness, is the willingness to die. So is this thing worth greatness?
You got to embrace the storms. Fears that we have, those moments of suffering, they're all part of the process. They're all part of growth. It's nature, right? You got to be able to handle those things, man.
There's consequences that you pay to constantly seeking comfort.
and avoiding discomfort and avoiding hard work. And those consequences are you're never going to feel self-realized, you're never going to feel like you accomplished anything, you're never going to have this feeling of understanding that difficulty and struggle and the ability to push through that is a muscle, and you develop that muscle by doing it. And once you do, you develop a lot of self-satisfaction, and you develop peace of mind, and you understand that you can overcome obstacles. If you don't have to overcome obstacles, you never know whether or not you can.
You are the only thing that matters. Lock in, believe in what you believe in. Nobody else matters. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself to your truth. You have to hold yourself to your beliefs. Don't worry about the haters, they ain't shit. Don't worry about the naysayers, because they ain't shit. At the end of the day, be true, be loyal, be perseverant. You just love yourself, man. King James signing off.
Whenever I face anything that's challenging, whenever anything sucks, I like it. It's gonna make me tougher. It's gonna give me a good story to tell. It's gonna toughen my mind. So when something sucks, good. It's gonna make me tougher, and it's gonna make us stronger. So bring it.
It's supposed to be hard. Everything worth pursuing comes with a little pain. The trick is not minding that it hurts.
I learned that I gotta do what I gotta do for me. You gotta do what you gotta do for you. Whether that's separating yourself or getting deeper in or whatever you need to do, you need to make sure it's for you, because at this point, it's like your move. This ain't everybody else's move. Focus on you, because
Can't hurt me. Can't hurt me. Can't hurt me. It starts to get in your mind. And before you know it, it's the truth. So when you fail, you fall on your ass, somebody bullies you, whatever's going on in your life, can't hurt me.
So many people might have been able to do so many awesome things if they could really do what they wanted to do, instead of just, following the beaten path.
I think finding uncomfortable moments and embracing uncomfortable moments are one of the most important things a person can do. And if you don't do it, if you just avoid it, you have that uncomfortable moment, you just start boozing, or you take some pills or something and you just avoid it, you're never gonna figure out what was going on in the first place that led you down that weird road.
Everybody has problems. Everybody has issues. And the people that end up being successful are the people that push past those problems, that push past those hard times, and they stop being a fucking bitch and sitting and complaining and blaming a whole bunch of shit in their past about why they aren't in the spot that they want to be at today. The only person that can change that trajectory of your life is you.
When you look yourself in the mirror as a man and you say, I'm gonna control the things I can control, that's how you get better, that's how you take steps. But we gotta go to work every day. We gotta go to work every day to clean up this little that's holding us back, so we can be who we meant to be.
If you think this world is about you, think again. Maybe you misunderstood something.
What I want you to consider is that every single time you go and do something hard, that's the story you've told yourself, that it's easier said than done.
If you don't believe in yourself, what you do, you achieve the nothing. I believe. My team believe me. And you all should believe in yourself. And you achieve what you want.
I didn't want to keep forgiving myself on Sunday and then repeat and do the same shit again Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and then go, no, man.
So in other words, if you're on a high, be humble. And if everything has gone wrong, be hopeful and keep going.
The process of discomfort is inevitable. You have to go through it. You start going to the gym, you feel weak in order to become strong. You go to the library, you read, you don't understand, you feel stupid in order to become smart. Most people have that initial feeling, that initial lack of self-belief, because they don't understand that they have to be humbled first in every aspect in order to grow. So you go to the gym, you feel like shit, that's a good thing. It just shows you that you need to improve.
I was like, man, this rest of your life is gonna suck. It is going to suck, not because you're gonna be a loser, but because you're gonna fucking finally start to win. And winning is not easy, my friend.
It's kind of hard to do that. Well, it's supposed to be fucking hard. Look, if growing stronger and building muscle were fucking easy, you'd have no reason to go to the gym. There would be no growth if there was no challenge.
David Goggins told me that too, who's like the most mentally strong human being I've ever met. And he said, he goes, even though I run every day, sometimes I look at my sneakers, I stare at those motherfuckers for a half an hour before I put them on.
The hardest thing in life, guys, isn't doing this stuff. Isn't going past your current levels of comfort. That's not the hard part of life. The hard part of life is when you don't have the time to do this anymore and you didn't achieve everything you wanted to do.
Sometimes, your body just hurts, your legs hurt and they're sore, but that's how you get better. And the only way that you can get better is by pushing yourself beyond what you believe you're capable of doing.
If you believe it, if you really believe that you could be something, if you have that little voice in your head saying, hey, you got talent, you could do this, then follow that voice.
That voice in your head of pain and suffering and discomfort and I don't want to do this is so loud. You calm it down. It's a patient calm that you have to bring to yourself.
I'm 40 and I wasted my life. I've got nothing to show for it. No house, no savings, no career that I'm proud of. And if you're in your 20s or even your early 30s and you think you've got time, I'm telling you right now, you don't. If you're in your 20s right now and you're listening to this, stop thinking you've got unlimited time. Stop doing it. You don't have unlimited time. You think it's harmless to keep chasing women and wasting money and avoiding responsibility. But one day, you'll wake up and you'll realize you've got no leverage. You've got no power, absolutely no clarity, and no way to get those years back. One day you will wake up and you will be 40.
Like some of the best people I met in my therapeutic practice, the best people morally were people who were who were on the surface. They had nothing going for them. Nothing worldly going for them. They weren't attractive. They weren't intelligent. They weren't accomplished. They weren't popular. In fact, they were often friendless. They often had devastated families. They had terrible developmental histories. They just had devastated lives, and yet there was still a core of ethical goodness to them that was stunning under the circumstances. Miraculous.
You have to have friction in your life to gain growth. The only way to do that is to make yourself uncomfortable. We don't want to suffer. We don't want to feel discomfort. So the whole time, we're living our lives in a very comfortable area. There's no growth in that.
You finally made it to the big league, and now you want to chill? Now you got the big head? Now you can't grind? You here now?
If you're succeeding at a life that you hate, imagine how great you'd be at one that you actually enjoyed.
The person who goes to the gym every single day, regardless of how they feel, will always beat the person who goes to the gym when they feel like going to the gym.
Going against the odds to be successful because it's not in your favor. The game ain't built for your success. You just gotta be a beast. You gotta be harder. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be meaner. You gotta be hungrier.
I knew my entire life was going to be a struggle, which is why I just ignored it. And I said, I'm not even trying to jump off into this shit and learn how to read, how to write, how to memorize, how to become something I am not. But through that process, something happened.
The best thing you can do is to be exceptionally good at something. You're the best. If you're the best doctor in town, if you're the best lawyer in town, if you're the best whatever it may be.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. The show's over. The clown's over because I don't want to waste my fucking time with this clown show shit. All right? I'm very passionate about fighting. I'm very passionate about getting people better. When I started training 18 years ago, it wasn't about the fucking money, okay? That's why you guys call me fucking Unc. Yes, I am, okay? You guys wanna get good, you gotta fucking train.
But you compromise. You let your feelings get the best of you. You compromise. You compromise. You let your anger make you say something that you didn't really want to say. You let the fact that you was lonely. You got lonely, you did stuff that you know you probably wouldn't do. Some of you have sold your greatness and your destiny for a couple dollars. And you let a little pain stop you from your dream. You was there. You was running your business. You was there.
What did I say? What were my words to you? Lose. I don't lose. I win. I win. That's my job. That's what I do.
This is a fucking means to the ends. It's not the ends. All those motherfuckers that come in here with their hair done, the makeup, these guys come in with shirts to be seen. Missing the fucking point, man. Missing the point. You're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay your fucking dues so later in life you never wonder what if. You don't need to say I gotta burn the midnight oil so I don't stay awake in the midnight hours wondering this. We just erase that out of the equation. We're putting the work in now so we never wonder what if. Not run by the clock. Run by our desire where we want to go tomorrow. Our competition's getting asleep right now. We're getting ahead of that competition.
It's my first workout of the day. So it's supposed to be a cool down workout. But this cat wanted to start racing somebody. So he started racing me. He didn't know who the fuck he was racing. He didn't know it was me. I'm under an alias. See, a lot of motherfuckers, when they think it's me or somebody else and they want to chase, they got a carrot in front of them. He had no carrot. It was him versus him. I'm under some fucking initials. You want to test my resolve. You want to test my ability to go to the limit. You want to see where his world ends and mine begins. This ain't no fucking game. This is my motherfucking lifestyle, son. Hey, yeah, I'm fired up. This is what I do. When someone gives you hell, make sure you push them right back and give them hell. Stay hard.
Don't stop! Don't stop! Don't stop running towards your dream. It's very important as you hold on to that dream. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself. There are rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass.
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass. Though the vision tarry, wait for it. He's not just the beginning, he's also the end. If God started it, he will finish it. Shout yes!
Winners are found every moment, guys, in the choices we make. Our character is defined by the choices we make on a moment-to-moment basis. It all adds up to the win. And don't give me that shit. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, how you play the game, all that bullshit. If that was so true, then why are there scoreboards? Why do people give a shit and keep score of anything? Fuck that, man. Always, you will win. Always you will win.
People want to think that people that are mentally strong don't struggle. No, you do struggle. You always struggle.
Yeah.
But you win every time.
Right.
You make sure that you win every time. And you can win every time. But you gotta develop that ability to make yourself do the things you don't necessarily want to do, but you know you should.
You can go from failure to success, but you can't go from excuses to success. You can't do it. It's not possible. So don't even try it. When I see a person making excuses, I want to walk in their life, say, my name is John, I'm your friend. Let me explain something to you. That's a dead end street. You can't excuse your way out.
Right.
You can adjust your way out. I mean, like failing forward is a good miss.
Yep.
Because I failed, but I learned something.
And I'm farther forward than I was.
I'm a little further down the road. I didn't get there.
The really good people aren't naive. They're tough as they can possibly be, and they've seen things, and then they decide to become good.
It got really hard for me to balance fighting and construction. There were times I thought about walking away from fighting. I remember I showed up to the gym without my truck, and my teammates was like, where your truck at? And I had tears in my eyes. And my teammates almost got mad at me because I didn't tell them I was struggling. I was so embarrassed. Couldn't afford to pay my bills.
Because you deserve to see what happens when all your hard work pays off. Keep going because you're stronger than you think. Keep going because the best is yet to come.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party. Your body is a temple, and looking at my family members that had addiction to drinking, and I never understood why people want to be messed up to where
Whatever abilities you have can't be taken away from you. They can't actually be inflated away from you. So the best investment far is anything that develops yourself.
Reality is it's gonna take everything you got. Reality is if you don't have a big old chip on your shoulder that you could draw from and then have it push you down the road, you're not gonna fucking make it. So when you look around and you start feeling bad because these people are criticizing you, because these people are attacking you, because these people are doubting you, I challenge you to flip the perspective to one where you're thankful for that. Because eventually you'll become so successful, you won't have people doubting you anymore. You won't have people criticizing you like that. You won't have people that don't believe. And you won't have that fuel, and you wish you did. So learn how to use it, stay on the path and recognize that no matter what someone says, no matter who it is that says it, the only way that you can lose on this journey is by giving up. And I know that sounds cliche, and I know that sounds oversimplified, but it is simple.
I talked to a group of lawyers this week. When I got done, one guy came over to me frustrated. He goes, man, I keep on failing. Took me 4 times to pass the bar. I'm trying to start my business. I keep on failing at that. The whole time he was talking to me, I started smiling. He goes, why are you smiling? I said, because you missed it. I don't see failure. I see grit, determination, drive, sacrifice. Failure means you're trying. A whole bunch of people out here never fail because they never try. He said, how do you handle failure, Goggins? I said, I don't look at it as failure. I look at it as my first, second, third attempt. One thing in life that's for sure, the valiant motherfucker always wins. Stay home.
It's not found, it's on the couch. This shit brings it out. Makes you that C4. This is the tension, the pressure of life, combined with inside what's your head saying, your heart's believing. Boom! Birth of a new you. That's fucking living. You think this, what is this shit? You think I pissed myself? No. All this shit right here is the old me. The weaker me. Get the fuck out. The stronger portion inside myself, we don't need you anymore. Stop being the fucking parasite. No longer is there a free ride for your ass. Get the fuck out.
And I dedicated this fight, I wasn't gonna fight, I dedicated this fight to him. I was gonna rip his heart out, I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror, no, I'm Alexander, he's no Alexander. I'm the best ever, there's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey, there's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw, there's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I wanna eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die. And these Shield boys.
To every kid watching, I want you to hear me loud. You are not your zip code. You are not your last name. You are not your setbacks. You are your vision. You are your work ethic. You are your will. You are the quiet whisper inside you that says, I know there's more for me in this life. Hold on to that voice. It will be tested. The dogs is barking.
Basically, every man just wants to hear, I know you can be more, but you are enough already.
The more time you spend alone with yourself, you will be able to understand who you are without any outside interference, without any friends, without any peer pressure of wanting to be like someone else.
You have to be wired differently to be a fighter of any type of grade. You can't be a normal human being. Most human beings, when they're in painful situations, what can I do to avoid that? I want to get into it more. See how far I can go. Can he break me? No. But let's find out if he can.
You filled me with rage.
I paid the kids, I said, if y'all can whoop Bud, I give y'all $10 a piece. Can I whoop?
You figure that out along the way. Just get involved. Stay moving forward. Don't be stagnant. Don't allow that pond just to sit there in your backyard, you know, with no movement. What is that pond? That's stagnant water. What grows in stagnant water? Algae and shit. Mosquitoes come and infest on that shit. No one wants to come to your house and look at that shit. It smells like ass to get bitten. You know, that's a bad day. You know, put a sprinkler on that motherfucker. Get some flow in that thing so it smells good, looks good. It's a visual oasis, soothing to the ear and the eye. Yeah, well, now it's a good pond. I know it sounds like whatever, but that is it. That's life. That's someone who believes in themselves or who doesn't believe in themselves. And that's the birth of every success. And that success is just showing up, guys. Just showing up.
It's very important for you to know that. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day.
It's very important for you to believe that you are the one to make this happen.
Energy expelled, valuing what we're doing, and the belief in something, hard work behind the belief, grows into prosperity of something. Fuck yeah. We didn't just wake up and grab a fucking shower, you know, wash our nuts, and then grab a coffee for some energy to go to work. No, we just earn some fucking energy. That kind of energy, once lit, never goes out. We're up there, get ready for this, man. Your other employees and shit at the house, you know, the people you work with in those cubicles, they better duck and cover, because fucking heat's coming in. And you've earned, guys. You do that every single day. You repeatedly do. In anything you do. If you look in the mirror and you frown upon yourself, you created that. That's not an accident, it's a habit. It's like you look in the mirror and you smile because you see excellence. That's not an accident, it's a habit. You guys need to start taking responsibility for your actions.
To all you computer warriors, trolls, haters, I read your fucking messages. On those videos I put up with me on my crutches, me getting my knees drained. You were happy I was fucking injured. You're also happy that you thought I'd never run again. All that, see, I told you. Tagging your friend shit. Bitch, you don't fucking know me. You see a 1 minute fucking video about me. You know how hard I train, how I live, the fucking dedication I put into my fucking life. So why do you troll? Maybe it's a fat motherfucker at home. Lazy. With no discipline or dedication. Maybe you're jealous. Who knows? I'll guarantee this. I'll be back better than ever. Ha ha. Fuck you. Stay hard.
I'm just telling you what it is. You don't have to do it. I'm not saying you got to do it. I'm not saying it's for you. I'm saying what it actually takes. And nobody else wants to say that shit because you can't fucking sell it.
I would say when you wake up, make sure you start with that gratitude, be grateful, be thankful. And we only can literally take one day at a time. I can't force anything. I can't force the time to go faster.
Most people, the bottom 80%, are lazy, and they're looking for an easy way. They're looking for a shortcut to be successful, and there aren't any. But if you do something repeatedly, over and over, you develop a habit. So most people are in the habit of looking for easy ways to get the things they want.
Why are you doing this? I said, why are you doing this? Because you can't win, Rob. This guy will kill you to death inside of 3 rounds.
You're crazy. He's just another fighter.
No, he ain't just another fighter. This guy is a wrecking machine, and he's hungry. Hell, you ain't been hungry since you won that belt.
You better grind, because if you don't, you will be stuck at that adversity for the rest of your life. Whatever it is, you'll be stuck there. Coach, you putting in all this work to be 10 and 20? I'm saying we gotta practice anyway. Why don't we win? We gotta go to school anyway. We gotta get on the plane anyway. We gotta get on the bus anyway. We gotta sweat anyway. Why not be the #1 motivational speaker in the world? I gotta do it anyway. Why don't I get something for it?
When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. I love fear. And the reason why, behind every fear is a person you want to be. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it too. It's an intangible. If you face your fears, guys, you will realize it's not that big. And once you face it, you go, oh my God, man, I spent all this time running from it. It was so small. If I just faced it, my God, not only did I face it, I beat it back, energy's never lost, transferred. That negative energy, that fear, is destroyed. It comes back in its confidence. Like, what else am I capable of? What else am I holding my back from that I'm capable of more? What am I running from I don't need to? What else can I overcome? You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you're not living. You're alive, but you're not taking the freedom. You're not running the day. The day's running you. You always be the fucking servant, not the master, guys.
I put a video up and it showed my leg with a lot of edema. I put my hand on it. I got a lot of bad comments on that. A lot of hate came out of that fucking thing, man. Talking shit that I'll never run again. There's a good chance I wasn't going to, but I thought about it for a long time. And they had this stuff out there called calm. Before you go to sleep, play it. Ocean waves, birds and shit, waterfall, thunder, all that shit. I made a guidance remix of all your shit talking. Ready to kick ass. I'm 22 miles in, motherfucker. Running videos are back. Stay hard.
James Clear has this fucking unbelievable insight. It doesn't make sense to continue wanting something if you're not willing to do what it takes to get it. If you don't want to live the lifestyle, then release yourself from the desire. To crave the result, but not the process, is to guarantee disappointment.
Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with the journey. It's going to be mistakes. There's going to be ups and downs. The measure is not how many times you get knocked down, but how many times you get back up.
Who inspires you?
People who go against the odds, I suppose. People who do stuff that hasn't been done before, and people who do stuff that people say they can't do. That inspires me. Hard workers, people that are chasing their dream no matter what. That I take inspiration from that.
So guys, I just encourage you to find it, trust and believe in yourself, and never quit and never give up.
What do you do on the days when you're just not feeling it?
Those days. When I'm tired or worn out, basically sick of the grind, I go anyways. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. I get up and get out of bed. Don't take today off. Not today. Wait until tomorrow. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights, sprint the hill, work on the project, get out of bed.
You went out on the street.
Yeah.
What's now Bud Crawford Street.
Yeah.
And offered $10 to anyone who can kick my son's butt.
Yep.
And a lot of takers.
Yeah,
no
kids in the neighborhood. Couldn't nobody whoop them.
What did he tell you then?
He told you, Mom, I told you I'm the best. Some things that I said to him, I wanted him to be a man. And don't be afraid of nobody.
You made him champion.
He made himself champion.
And even if you just stay where you are, I'll be right here next to you. I wonder how few men have ever heard that. I know you can be more, but you are enough already. You're going to be great, but you don't need to be great. And I'm with you no matter what.
Being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you. It's just sickening. It makes you want to throw up because you've seen people with far less talent than you. As you're growing up with them, their childhood buddies, whatever else, they didn't have what you had. Yet now they're going to become something that you haven't. There comes that day. It's either when you're young, and it strikes you on the baseball field because you're sick of striking out, or it's when you get fired from your 5th job, when your wife and kids are on your ass because you don't know how to support them anymore. There comes a fucking day where push comes to shove and you create something that's always been there, but you've never wanted to unwrap it because it's too much fucking pain and commitment.
Every single person that you look up to, every single success story that inspires you, every single championship story that you say, damn dude, one day that's gonna be me, they all went through this. Every fucking single one of them. So don't think it's just you, don't take it personal, but use it as fuel. Because if you can execute, you cannot be fucking stopped. And let me remind you of one little thing before we let you go. If you quit and you do retire back into the framework of normalcy, you know what they're gonna say 10 years from now about you? They're gonna say, yeah, he tried, but he fucking failed. Just like I knew he would. So you can decide, do you wanna go down the path and face the criticism, and face the hate, and face the frustration, and face the pain, and use it as fuel, and then go on to fucking win, and inspire, and teach, and lift people up? Or do you want to retire into the framework of normalcy?
It's 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside. But no one cares about that. It's not about the rain. It's what the rain represents. Life is always giving you a test. Trying to give you a way out. Trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. But guess what? You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life. No matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life. Prepare for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. Take it upon yourself to do that. Stay hard.
It's been a long, long fight for 4 years. The all doubted me I couldn't do it. The all said I couldn't do it. Look at me now. Living it. Pound for pound.
It doesn't matter, I'm from the trenches. I'm built like this. I go to the battle's done. That's it. I'm from the trenches. I've been down my whole life now. Look at me now. Look at me now. I told you it's possible. We can win a belt from the UK. I told you. Now look at me now. Look at me now. I told you I could do it. The belt belongs to nobody. That's it.
You want to become best, you want to become champion, and now you want to say like you tired? Who cares? You tired or not? Nobody cares about you.
Action without planning is the cause of every failure. Action without planning is the cause of underachievement. Action without planning is the cause of frustration. You take your objective, write out every single step that you're going to have to follow in order to accomplish that objective.
The only way you learn in this world is through suffering. I don't care what anybody says.
That's what it's supposed to feel like. If you are going toward greatness, it's supposed to be uncomfortable, it's supposed to stretch you, it's supposed to be a burden to a degree. Wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it.
Everyone's hypercritical and terrified to do anything and put themselves out there and fail. So we hyperanalyze, hypercriticize, become paralyzed, and end up doing nothing, sitting in our basements watching TikToks of other people's lives, pretending that they're happy.
Be who you want to be it now, right now. Just don't tell anyone. And be humble. Don't go around talking about the fact that you are whatever you want to be, to where they look at you and they say, well, that's a bit strange. So don't talk to people about it, be it.
When you're a kid, you kind of go through your life thinking that you're the center of the universe, similar to how we as humans thought the earth was the center. You think your life is the story, right? Everybody around you is side characters, and some people are legitimately NPCs, and in their, life, all they serve is a purpose to interact with you in one minute segment of your life, and then they kind of just fade into existence. But as you age, you kind of hit this one moment that everybody, not everybody, but majority of people do have when you're driving in traffic or something. Usually that's kind of when I think about it. You kind of think about Sonder and the idea that everybody's life is as complex as yours. Like when you're going through traffic, right? If you're ever sitting at a standstill and it's 2 a.m, you're like, where could this person possibly be going? Where did they come from? Oh my God, they're doing the same thing I am. They're living the same complex life I am.
I leave everything I have. There's lots of people that work really hard digging ditches every day and that are digging ditches when they're 70 years old. There's lots of people who work really, really hard for a long time and never make it. And that's because working hard is just part of the puzzle. The other part of the puzzle, how high your skill set is, how developed your skill set is. And so we have these people that say these things like, work smart, not hard, all right? Well, you're a fucking moron, all right? I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And your mama didn't like the fact that you was doing it, your mama didn't understand, and you let your mama in your ear. Like it was your mama's dream. You let your daddy talk you out of it. That was yours. That was something the Creator gave to you. That belonged to you. My mother never understood, but she working for me now. I didn't quit because people didn't understand. I worked harder when people didn't support me.
Man, I am so motivated right now for the next endeavor of my life. And I'm gonna try something new. And I'm gonna push it, push it, push it. At the end of my life, my tombstone, one thing it'll have on it: no fucking regrets. And that's a good life, man. So I encourage you, man, whatever that fear inside of you is, whatever you're, you can make up every excuse, making, so you can get everybody else convinced that you're not doing it for that reason, even though inside you're just being a bullshit. Just let it out. Say, hey, you know what? I'm scared. I'm really fucking scared. But I'm gonna give it a shot and have some support. They get behind you, and then you go for it, and bam, you overcome that step. The next step's even bigger and bigger. Next time, then you're on top of the mountain, man. You only got one life. Why not go for it, right?
I just got off a 17-hour flight. And I'm sitting there thinking, take a day off. No one will know. But I keep on thinking too, there's always someone out there who's working harder than you. I'm haunted by that motherfucker. Knowing that someone out there is willing to forgo personal desires and comforts, forgo sleep, forgo whatever it takes to be better.
If you go to the gym and you work out and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. And if you go to the gym the next day and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see Nothing, right? So clearly there's no results, can't be measured, it must not be effective. So we quit, right? Or if you fundamentally believe that this is the right course of action and you stick with it, if you believe there's something there, you commit yourself to an act of service. You commit yourself to the regime, the exercise. You can screw it up. You can eat chocolate cake one day. You can skip a day or two. You know, it allows for that. But if you stick with it consistently, I'm not exactly sure what day, but I know you'll start getting into shape, right? It's the consistency. Going to the gym for 9 hours does not get you into shape. Working out every day for 20 minutes gets you into shape. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency.
I wake up every single day, I am who I say I am, and I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Y'all gotta do me a favor, stop being gazelles. You're not average. There's nothing about you that's average. You're not even good. You were born to be great. You were born to be great. You are a royal priesthood, a chosen generation. You're not average. You're not good. You're great. God created you to be great. So be phenomenal.
Fuck their doubts and their criticism and their bullshit and their loser mentality. Put it all up here on your shoulder, and when you don't feel like it, and when you're frustrated, and when you want to quit, take the proper amount out, and the proper amount is the amount that gets you off your ass and gets you executing. Because if you're executing day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, over the course of time, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of what your mom says, regardless of what your dad says, regardless of what your cousins say, regardless of what the internet says, if you are executing day in and day out, no matter what,
that drives the pain, the weakness, the fuck out of your body. Brings in the pride and the strength, headstrong. We just added fuel to that. We're believers now. We just killed ourselves, and it feels fucking good. The pain leaves, what comes in, pride, like a natural high, that you're actually doing something, you're making a difference in your life. That fuels the fire. You're headstrong, believing in what you're doing, no matter what the disbeliefs of the third party, subjective losers are out there. That then sends it to your heart, so it beats like a champion. When all this fails, here and here continues. The stride past, reach barriers no one's been to, especially you. Path less taken, the one that leads to character, legacy. That's where that shit's found. The margins between first and loser, the second place finisher, growing and growing and growing. They're all gonna fight for second place. They won't be able to keep up with you. That's being on the right path, man. Never looking back to our past. The past is great, we're proud of it. But it's not the current day. All that is created who we are right now, where life begins, and how we feel, where we want to go, using that information to excel ourselves to the future of where we want to be tomorrow, which is right now, last I looked. Not when the sun comes up, it's when we're ready to get up.
Find some time to get after it. Find some time to get in the gym. Study more. Improve yourself. Forget New Year's resolutions. Start today.
I was having one of those cynical days and felt like ranting a little, but honestly, there's optimism here for some low barrier of entry personal growth. Stop analyzing, stop criticizing both yourself and others, and go fail at some shit. Go give someone a good job for sucking at something, because at least they're trying. Maybe it will even give yourself permission to do the same. We find meaning in trying difficult things, not just in succeeding at them.
Tough times make a person strong, because if you go through them now, think about it. Think about the times you had to go through something really hard. It's coming back. It's how you are coming back. Because Shakespeare said, nothing is bad, it's all in the mind. I believe that.
And so if you can just make it through this, everything else is downhill. It's not that the dragons you're going to slay aren't going to get bigger. They are. But you become so much more equipped to slay them back. And you have so many more allies. You have people in the stands cheering for you. You have the audience. You have all of these other things that are behind you. But at the beginning, it's just you with a stick against a bear. And arguably, that fight is a harder fight to win than beating a dragon when you have a nuclear bomb and 6 nations behind you. And so it's not even like the the size of the hardship. It's just also the resources and how few of them you have, and how so much of the beginning is literally burning the one thing you have, which is time, because you have no leverage. You don't have the money to pay other people to help you. You don't have the resources to go like get someone no one can learn it for you. It's like there's a lot of the things that we care about a lot. Like no one can work out for you. Doesn't matter how much money you have. No one can learn skills for you.
You need to get up earlier. You need to pick up the pace when you're going to your car. Maybe even jog a little bit. Rest less between your sets when you're working out. Focus harder when you're at work so you can get the job done faster. And compress your meetings and your calls. See where you can save 3 minutes. How can you move faster with more efficiency and maximum effectiveness?
Be happy things happen. Don't be upset they're no longer here. If everything existed in the way that it did when you miss it, you would never see it in the fondness that you see it now.
You save those 3 minutes, you save those 5 minutes, and those minutes add up. And those minutes become hours, and days, and weeks. That is how you make time. So, get that sense of urgency and go get after it.
So go for it, man. Go enter something that you've been scared to do. Just entering it, you'll feel a sense of pride. And I guarantee you what you're so freaked out about, you're gonna find out it's not that big of a deal. And then you're gonna come back and say, you know what? That fear I had for so long that was working over me, and making me, skeptical and scared and less confident, I just faced it in the eyes. And you know what? I beat it down. So how many other fears do I have right now? What else am I hiding behind? Let me get rid of all these excuses and find out who the fuck I am. That's what you guys need to do, man.
Like if you are going to be a slave to your emotion, you are going to lack control in all areas of your life forever. You cannot be a slave to how you feel. Decisions made about your life have to be made with the outcome in mind, and you have to commit to taking those actions with the outcome in mind, understanding that if you don't take them, your life is going to be shitty, and you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to be fucking disappointed and unfulfilled. And dude, it's just it's the way it is.
You were scared you were gonna fail. You were scared if you started, you never finish it. You didn't want to tell anyone about it. You knew it was there, but you never wanted to embark on it. Until something hits. You get fired or somebody else gets success, remind you what you could have been. And then the fucking spark is born. And no matter what happens, I'm never gonna be in this boat again. And you get up and you go, even if it gets knocked down, you just keep going, you're a wild man. And life has never been so sweet. That can happen at an early age, it can happen at a later age. It's gonna happen to somebody no matter what, it's gonna happen to you. And when it does happen to you, thank your lucky stars that finally you're alive. It's time to unwrap the potential you can be. Superior, man. It's within you. It's within every single one of us. And the people that have risen to that level were no different than any one of us. It's just they believed it and they're willing to work their fucking ass off to get it.
For life is full of unexpected twists and turns. Things happen that you don't expect, that you could never have expected. So don't get too confident, even arrogant when you succeed, when you win and you're on a high. Equally important, you mustn't allow yourself to get down when you lose or fail. Just remember, no matter how poorly you have performed, you're never hopeless. Keep going. Because the one thing you can be absolutely certain of is that the tables will turn. That's absolutely guaranteed.
You're lazy, you know exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. Because even me, in my state of, I can't read and write, I knew exactly what to do. It just sucks doing it. It sucks to do it. It sucks to wake up every morning of your life and say, God, man, I'm not smart. So guess what I gotta do? I gotta study the same shit that I got one of the highest scores in the nation on.
Talking. There's an energy that I produce when I talk. So when my man from the league just hit me up, when I talk, if something came out, it was so pop. My man like, let's go. That's my strength. Ain't no strength when I text out. But I've let the external millennial generation make me something I'm not. I'm a talker. That's my strength. I don't write. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I didn't mean to, but I had lost control. And when I speak, every time I open my mouth, it creates opportunities.
Like I always say, this message isn't for everybody. Some of you are so weak. Just being in your very presence can make a man go impotent. Your fucking energy is so fucked. I can't even explain it. I put a video up of some fucking feet, 10-second video. And you all got so much to say about it. My balance is fucked up. This and that. Is this the message you really want to put out there, Goggins? Fuck yeah, it's the fucking message I want to put out there. That's what effort fucking looks like. Stay hard.
We destroyed that here tonight. It's 2 a.m. right now. No one here. Mano to mano, me and you, and where we want to go tomorrow. 2 a.m. What I love about 2 a.m. is that we're not living by the clock, man. If you got the clock says it's 10 o'clock time to go to sleep, or 9 to 5 time to go to work, that's bullshit. If you're in bed right now, and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the fuck up. It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a fucking person's here. I can scream my fucking ass off. No one hears me, I can cry, I can shit myself, I can put an honest day's work in here that more than anyone does in a week. And no one sees it, because it's supposed to be that way.
I see this young man. He passes me, he comes back, catches me, gets beside me, starts giving me his resume about his life. He's going through talking about everything he's done. He gets to the point where he says, I just graduated college with 3.8 GPA. I ask him, what's next? He gives me a look like he's bewildered, because I didn't say congratulations. I say what's next because basically, if you have a long laundry list of fucking shit you want to accomplish in life, you sit back and you're very happy. You sit back on your accomplishments and say, wow, it's like a nice warm blanket. It's nice and comfortable. You don't want to do it anymore. A lot of us have these I love me walls, certificates, trophies, plaques. I put all that shit in storage. As a reminder, I have more to do. Greatness is something you learn every fucking day. Hey kid, I'm proud of you. Stay hard, but keep on fucking working.